If you're looking to start a podcast this year but you don't know where to begin, this video is for you. Now is the best time to start. With over 500 million podcast listeners worldwide, there is a massive audience for both video and audio podcasts. So in this video, I'm going to show you the easiest ways to record with high quality audio and video, both solo if you're by yourself or with remote guests, and how to edit and publish fast with the latest AI tools. My name is Steven Robles, and I've been podcasting for 15 years. I've grown multiple shows into the millions of downloads, and my current show hit the top 20 tech podcast in its first week. So let's dive in and get recording. First, let's talk about getting a microphone. While the devices you have right now have built-in microphones, this is what it's going to sound like. This is the built-in microphone on my computer, and while you can use AI tools to make it sound better, and I'll show you that in a little bit, getting a USB microphone, which can be inexpensive, is going to be the best first investment. And when you're just starting out, there's exactly one microphone that I'm going to recommend. That's the Samson Q2U. It's a USB microphone, so you can connect it directly to your computer or even your mobile device, and I'm going to show you how to record like that in a second. Plus, it's only $70 for everything you need. The microphone, a little windscreen that goes on top. That's this thing. It cuts down on some of the harsher plosives, like when you say P's and B's. And it even comes with a little stand, so you don't have to hold the microphone the whole time. Now, if you're looking for an upgraded USB microphone for even more professional sound, this is the one to get. This is the Shure MV7 microphone. I'll give you audio examples of both this and the Samson that I just recommended in a moment, but as you can see, it's also a USB microphone, so you can connect it directly to your computer or mobile device. You do pay for that upgraded sound. It costs $300, but this could be the microphone you use for years to come. Now, just to give you an example, here's what both of these microphones sound like back to back. Here's the Samson Q2U USB microphone without any adjustments. As you can see, sounds much better than a built-in mic. And if you wanted to upgrade, this is what the Shure MV7 Plus USB microphone sounds like right out of the box. So now that you've decided on a USB microphone, should you do a video podcast or audio only? Now, I recently started a podcast just last year, and I will tell you, having a video version of your show makes all the difference for discovery, growing your audience, and if one day you want to have sponsors for your show, video is the way to do it. This is our video podcast, and it gets as many views here on YouTube and Spotify as the audio version of our show. Plus, with video, you can do things like screen shares, add visually engaging elements, and more. Plus, all the latest stats show that more people are watching podcasts on YouTube than anywhere else, and younger generations are discovering podcasts via video more than they are audio. But I would also suggest having both, and I'm going to show you an easy way to make sure you can have video and audio, but only edit once and do it in minutes. So if you're going to add video, you can use the built-in webcam on your computer, but again, that's not going to look the best. I would recommend using your mobile device as a webcam, and you can do this whether you have an Android or iPhone or a Windows or Mac computer. Now, if you're using a Mac and an iPhone, you can actually just select your iPhone as the camera. It'll load here wirelessly. You don't have to do anything special. And now I'm using my camera as my webcam. Then you can get an inexpensive tripod. I'll put links to this and all the other gear I'm talking about in this video down in the description. But a tripod like this, even with a magnetic type mount, now you can have your phone mounted as a webcam, and this is going to get you the highest quality video until you're ready to upgrade to things like professional mirrorless cameras. Now, if you have an Android device or a Windows computer and you still want to use your phone as a webcam, we would recommend the Camo app. You can download it for iPhone, for Android, and for Windows or Mac. This will allow you to use your mobile device as a camera, giving you that high quality video. Now, once you have your USB microphone and your camera, next is lighting and environment. Now, there's lots of successful channels and creators out there that don't have fancy lighting or a studio. So don't feel like you have to buy a bunch of stuff or upgrade your studio to start your podcast. Work with what you have. If you have an interesting bookshelf behind you or just something hanging on the wall, that can be your background. And when it comes to lighting, you can use something like this. This light costs $20 on Amazon. You can adjust the brightness and the color, and it's even made to screw onto mounts like this for your mobile device. And just like that, you have your camera and lighting set up all in one. If you don't have budget or time to get a light like this, you can also just sit facing a window. I did an entire video on lighting tips, so if you're just starting out, watch this video right here, and I give you the best lighting for all budgets, even starting at $0. All right, you have your gear ready. Now let's hook it up and actually record a podcast. First thing I'm going to do is connect my USB microphone to the computer. I'll do that by plugging one end into the mic and the other end goes into the computer like this. The microphone light should turn on, and make sure if you're using the Samson one that this switch is flip to on. Next, set your mobile device and light in front of you. And if you're going to record with remote guests, I'll walk you through both ways of recording. We would recommend using a pair of wired headphones. You can get a $20 pair on Amazon, but the reason you want wired is you don't have to worry about battery life or connectivity to your computer, and then you can just plug the wired headphones into the USB microphone like this, and that will allow you to hear your own voice and any remote or interview guests you're recording with. Then what software should you use to record? Well, the best way is recording with Riverside. Just go to riverside.com and then you can create a new account by clicking the login button here. It's completely free to sign up. You can record and edit for free. And once you're logged into the Riverside studio, just hit the big record button right here. On this next screen is where you choose your camera, microphone, and speaker output. We're going to choose our iPhone as our webcam from the Mac, which just shows up here. And for the microphone, we're going to choose the Samson Q2U that we have connected. For the speaker, I'm also going to choose the Samson Q2U because that's going to allow us to hear our remote guest through the headphones connected to the microphone. Here on the left, I'm going to choose I am using headphones because I am. If you weren't using headphones, select this option. Riverside will use echo cancellation because your remote guest will be coming out of your computer speakers and might get picked up by your microphone. So for that best quality, plug in those headphones, choose I'm using headphones, and then join the studio. So here we are. This is the Riverside studio. There's a bunch of features here like for live streaming, sharing video and audio files via the media board, and sharing your screen. But let's just focus on recording. If we were recording by ourselves, we can just hit the record button and we're ready to go. But if we wanted to record with a remote guest, maybe someone that we're interviewing, well, we can go up to this People tab right here, and then you'll see a guest link. Copy that, send it to your guest, and they just have to open that link in Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge web browsers, or they can even join with the Riverside app on their mobile device. You can also put their email here and send them an invite, and they'll get all the instructions they need via email. Then when you're ready to record, I'm going to hit the record button here in the Riverside studio. We'll get a 5-second countdown, and now we're being recorded in high quality video and audio. We're using our mobile device as the camera, this USB microphone. I would have headphones in if I was recording with a remote guest, and this is recording a high quality podcast. What you're seeing and hearing right now is the actual recording from Riverside using the gear that I suggested in this video. Now, once you're done recording your podcast, you had a great show, we're going to stop recording, and once we click stop, you're going to see an upload progress. That's because Riverside records your video and audio locally, meaning it's high quality, any internet blips or freezes doesn't affect your recording, and those files will be ready to edit in your dashboard in just a few moments. And now that everything's uploaded, we can go to our project, and I'm going to show you how to edit your podcast. Now, just so you know, if you don't have a computer or access to one, you can actually do the entire recording using the Riverside app on your mobile device. The Riverside app is available for iPhone and Android, also on iPad. And once you log into your Riverside account, you can jump in to record just like you do on the desktop. You can even plug in that same USB microphone into your phone and record with that high quality audio, press the red button, and you're recording. You can even edit on your phone, and I did an entire video walking through the editing process for iPhone and Android. So if you're interested in that process, I'll link the video right up here, and it's going to be down in the video description. Now back here in my Riverside account, you'll see that last recording we just did is here. We called it podcast recording, and that's the name of the project. I'll click to jump in, and whether you're recorded by yourself or with remote guests, here in the project page, you'll have 4 tabs. You can access your recordings, those video and audio files, made for you, which I'll show you in a moment, any edits that you're working on, like the full episode or clips for social media, and once you export your video and audio, that's available here. On the recordings page, we can download those high quality video and audio files if we want that raw video and audio, and you can even download screen shares, which are done in high quality and locally when you're in the Riverside studio. Now on the Made For You tab, we actually prepare a magic episode, which uses AI tools to give you a head start in the editing process, but I'm going to show you how to apply those manually. Let's say we want to create a new edit. Well, I'm going to go up to the Create button here, and then I'll choose Edit. Now this was a podcast I did with my co-host. We record every week, and the first thing I'm going to do is go up to the AI producer here in the top left. This has a bunch of tools that can really save you hours of editing time, like remove pauses. That's going to remove all the silences in your recording. You can also adjust the pace if you want a faster pace for reels and a slower pace for that full-length episode. You can also remove all filler words with a single click. If you or your guest did record with a built-in microphone like from the computer, you can apply Magic Audio, and that's going to make any microphone sound studio quality. You can even apply smart layouts here in Riverside, and that's going to switch between whoever's speaking, and during those in-between moments, it'll switch between everyone on screen, focusing on the active speaker, and back again. That's going to give you a multicam professional look just with a single click here in Riverside. And that works when you record it with a remote guest, like an interviewee. Now, if I want to make even more granular edits to the podcast, I get a full transcript here on the left, and editing is easy as selecting text, clicking the trash can, and I've edited the video and audio of my podcast. That's it. With the AI tools, editing via transcript here, I can make all the changes I need and I'm ready to go. Now, if you wanted to add background music, we have an entire music library. These are all royalty-free. You can use them however you'd like, or even upload your own music. Click the plus icon next to any of these tracks, and you'll see that background music is added down here. I'll drag it to the beginning of our podcast, then I can click the 3 dots to adjust the volume level, fade in and fade out, and I have our intro music. We also have powerful tools to help you make visually engaging content, like search for any royalty-free B-roll via video. You can search for royalty-free images or upload your own to overlay. Put animated captions on your video just by clicking Captions and selecting a style. Then you can go in and adjust the look of those even more. And if you wanted to create a vertical video, you can just select the aspect ratio tool here at the top, choose 9:16, and Riverside will reformat your video that quickly. Now, we talked about having both a video and audio version of the podcast, and with the Riverside editor, you can do both. When you're done editing, just go up to Export. You can export up to 4K quality depending on your Riverside plan, and I'll export the video. After it processes, I'll be able to download that, and I'm going to show you where to publish it in a moment. But I can also choose Keep Editing, and then it keeps all the edits, all the cuts that I made, my background audio, my overlays, and I'll go back up to Export again, go to Audio, and I'll export an MP3, and I'll tell you where to publish that. And now I have a video and audio version, not spending any more time in the editing process. Now I'll go to Exports, and you'll see the video and audio version that I just exported is processing. And once it's done, you can download these to your computer just by clicking the download button here, saving it, and you're ready to publish. And just like that, it is incredibly easy to record, edit, and export your content in Riverside. Now, where do you publish that podcast? For the video version of your podcast, absolutely publish it to YouTube. You can create your own channel specifically for the podcast. That's what I did here. Or if you have an already established channel and the subject matter is the same as your other videos, you can upload it to the same channel as well. You'll see we've uploaded all the full-length episodes of our podcast here, and those short clips that we make, even in Riverside, we upload those as YouTube Shorts, which really helps discovery and finding your new audience. It's completely free to create a YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com, log in with your Google account, and then you can go to the YouTube Studio to create your first channel. If you want an in-depth walkthrough on creating that YouTube channel, let us know down in the comments and we'll walk you through step by step. The second place to publish the video version of your podcast is on Spotify. You can go to creators.spotify.com, sign up for free, and whether you host your podcast directly in Spotify or elsewhere, which I'll talk about in a moment, you can upload the video for every episode. Just go to your episodes, and then going into the details page for any of these shows, here you can upload the full-length video, that same video file you downloaded from Riverside that you sent to YouTube, upload it here for Spotify as well. You can also use the same thumbnail image for both YouTube and Spotify, which is what I do. Which, by the way, if you want to learn more about podcast branding and creating artwork for all the different platforms, I did a whole video on that too. I'll link it above and in the description. And finally, for the audio version of your podcast, you'll need a podcast hosting provider. Now, you can use something like Transistor.fm. This is something you pay for separately because they host or save the audio files and distribute them to things like Apple Podcasts, third-party apps like Pocket Casts and Overcast, and more. Transistor.fm is about $20 a month for most plans, and here you can create an entire podcast, and once you've uploaded your first episode, you can go to the Distribution tab here on the left, and Transistor will help you publish it to Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and all the distribution platforms with one click right here from your dashboard. If you really want to see the entire process step by step, I did an hour-long podcast course right here on YouTube. It's completely for free. I'll link that above and in the description, but I walk you through every single step of creating that podcast and even helping you choose your topic and niche to make sure you find that audience and provide value in every episode. And that's it. You've recorded, edited, and published your podcast. If you have any questions, leave comments below this video. I answer all of those personally. And get subscribed to the Riverside channel here and hit that like button. We make content for creators, helping you with your podcast, webinars, any talking head content, or even growing your YouTube channel, which I'm a solo YouTube creator, and I've grown my channel to 150,000 subscribers. You can watch how I did it in this video here. And if you want to watch that hour-long podcast course that gives you everything you need to know, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching. We can't wait to see the podcast you create.